Oh, hello everyone. It's Susie again from Esoteric Trading Solutions. Just a very quick technical update. I'm just doing some technical analysis, just a really quick one, be a short one. Look, I don't like Bitcoin at the moment. I don't like Litecoin at the moment, and I don't like ethanol at the moment. Technically, they all look a bit weak to me, and they've all got rounded tops, which is always a telling point that the market is going to come off. So just very quickly with Bitcoin, I'm suggesting just a very small sell. So if you want to take this on, do half or even a quarter of what you normally do, because they're not great levels at the moment. The levels are around 56.45 as I write this. Bitcoin particularly has hit 5,800 quite a few times, just to right across here, and it can't seem to get through that. And that always makes me, feel that it just can't get through, and it's hitting heavy resistance. Also, Japan just called a snap election on the 22nd of October, so we will see increased volatility. And if there's a change in mandate, change in the Prime Minister, you could see some action on the crypto side as well, i.e. crypto laws and whatnot. Don't forget Japan, as well as South Korea, the largest crypto traders globally. I don't like Bitcoin at the moment. I don't like it simply because of all these hard forks, potentially ones coming up on the 25th, the 10th. They've been, as we know, they've been buying Bitcoin to get Bitgold. And another one's coming up mid-November, the SegWit number 2. Again, segregated witness protocol, which has been implemented by the miners for a different coin. And honestly, there's all these different forks, and what does one do and what does the other do? It's just totally confusing. And what does one Bitcoin stand for, as of the other one? And I just don't like technically Bitcoin at all. And I think with all these different forks and whether they're going to happen or whether they're not, whether they're going to work, whether they don't, I think Bitcoin at the moment is very much oversold, and it's got trouble breaking 5,800, hitting resistance. And I think it's worth just a small sell here. That's my opinion, for what it's worth. If you look at the technicals, the parabolic SAR, which I use quite a bit, just where I'm pointing this, is the blue. It's got a line, double points there, which is basically saying a sell. The price action is red, and it's curling. It's curling down. It's got a rounded top. When you see that rounded top there, as you can see, it always tells you that the market's going to sell down. If you look at the Ichimoku, I always have trouble saying that, the support level on this red is quite thin. The fatter that cloud, the more support you've got. That support is quite thin. Again, so there's not really much. If it breaks sort of that 56.40-ish, you can see it down to this pivot level down here at 54.20, this fairly big pivot level here, where I'm just drawing that. Pivot levels are basically what's used by professional traders like myself, but other traders in the market, they always use pivot levels. You can actually look those up, PIVOT, pivot levels. I do like using pivot levels, and I do like using Ichimoku because the Japanese use Ichimoku quite a bit, and it's a combination of highs and lows over 26 days and 9 days, and closes over 26 days. So I quite like looking at that too. And also you've got these clouds. So if the price action is below the clouds, it means it's negative. If it's above the clouds, it means it's positive. As you can see with Bitcoin, that price action is right near the clouds. If it goes below that red there, it's quite negative, and it's right on the support level there. But also this rounding top is really worrying me. So I do think it's a small sell. If you look at the MACD here, again, the MACD is going up and it's coming down. It's on the zero baseline. It's going from green. It looks like it might go red. Again, here, if you look at the accumulation index plus the MACD together, it's just turned into red. So, and volume is down as well. So for me, there's reasons to sell Bitcoin. I do think it's overbought in the very short term. So again, I'm looking to sell 56.45 just in small here, because it's not a great level. I would have preferred to have sold the other day. With a stop loss at 57.30. I'm expecting maybe 5,500, 5,400, 5,450. The profit ratio, the risk to reward ratio, is about 2 to 1. It is a little on the thin side. That's why I'm advocating a small trade, say half the size of your normal trade or even a quarter. The stop loss is sort of tight as well, so it's fairly thin on the profit side, 2 to 1. In other words, 2 profit, 1 risk. So that's why I'm suggesting that. When we talk about the Ichimoku, it is negative. The price action says just above the cloud, but if you look at the red line and the green line and the blue lines, they're all sort of starting to point down, which is quite negative. So it's actually saying the price action looks a bit negative. Again, with ethanol, I've still got the same focus. I don't like ethanol as well. They've got problems, the developers, with the Byzantine fork that just went through. A sizable portion of the network hasn't yet shifted. There are bugs, and it means that the nodes aren't communicating with each other, which means they can't basically balance the ledger, the distributed ledger system, which is not good. Again, as I said before, the Japanese have just called a snap election for the 22nd of October, which is only a couple of days' time, and you're going to see increased volatility there as well. You never know, there could be some change with crypto laws, so just be careful there. I haven't liked ethanol actually for some time, and again, this whole fork really bothers me, and again, technically ethanol doesn't look good to me. Again, it's under the Ichimoku, under that red, the price action's under that. You've got the parabolic SAR here. Again, price action's been down in a downward channel and down again. Volume doesn't look that great. I don't like it technically at all. All the moving average indicators, we're going to call that the high-low divided by 2, the 9-day period or 26-day period, are all moving down as well. Also, every time you get some sort of rally in this thing, it seems to come down again. So I think there's a risk here that could break 300 again. On the screen, I had sell at 304.67 around that level. I've got a stop loss at 312. Again, do it in small. And I'm expecting it probably to get down here to about that 285 level again. And that risk towards ratio is about 2.3 to 1. Again, risking $8 to get 19 or so back. So that doesn't look great to me either. Also, LTC USD, Litecoin. Again, I don't like that either. You've got the same story on the couple of hours, 2 hours. You've got the parabolic SAR, I should say, saying a sell. It's under the red cloud of the Ichimoku, which means price action is quite negative. Again, the indicators are all slowing down. The MACD's on a 0 line, and again, it's going to a red here. So I still don't like it. So again, in small, sell at 58.643, stop at 60.44, expecting about 53 there. So risk reward ratio 2.5 to 1. That's pretty good. I do a lot of other technicals, but I'll just these are the ones that I'm interested in at the moment. As I said to you the other day, I did pick up some more Ripple around 0.2088, I think it was. And so that turned out quite nicely, but I'm actually a hold of that. So if there is any short-term weakness in crypto markets, I'll be looking to pick up some more Ripple, about 18 cents or so. Thanks very much, and I hope this helps. Cheers.